Hi guys, my name is Ahmad. I'm a numerologist and a personal development coach. This video I'm making is for those that are in their personal year 5 but that might likely have problems, tensions or conflict in their relationship or in their marriage during this year 2020. The reasons I'm making this video is to help them avoid troubles in their relationship or in their marriage. In fact, in this video, I will first reveal those ones that are, of course, in their personal year 5, but that might likely have a problem or a conflict in their relationship or in their marriage. Some of the problems might lead some of them to separation or divorce. I will also tell them what can bring problems or tensions in their relationship or in their marriage as well. And I also tell them the period or the month of the year that those they might face or they might encounter some problem or tension in their relationship or in their marriage as well. Those that are familiar to numerology know how to calculate their personal year, but those that are not familiar may not know or don't know how to calculate it. They should not worry. I will teach them briefly how to calculate their personal year so that they will know if they are in their personal year 5 or not. Now, how can you calculate your personal year for those that don't know how to calculate it? It's very simple. To calculate your personal year, you do the addition of your date of birth and month of birth plus the universal year. The universal year of this year is 2020. So let's go into detail on how to do it, or let's take one example on how to do it. If your date of birth, for example, is 21st of December, and if you want to calculate your personal year for this year, what you have to do is you do the addition of 21st, which is the date of your birth, plus a 12 because December is the 12th month of the year, and plus 2 2020. So here is how to calculate your personal year. So as I said earlier, to calculate your personal year, what you have to do is you do the addition of your date of birth plus your month of birth plus the universal year. The universal year of this year is 2020. So for example, if your date of birth is 21st of December, then to calculate your personal year, you take the 21st plus 12 because December is the 12th month of the year, plus the universal year, which is 2020. So it gives us a result of 2053. But the result we are looking at here is a result with one figure with only one digit. I mean a result in between 1 and 9. So any other result beyond 9 it has to be reduced also. So here we have 2053. So we need to reduce it also. So it will give us something like 2 plus 0 plus 5 plus 3 is 10. So 10 is still beyond 9. So we need to reduce the 10 also. So it will give us something like 1 plus 0, which give us also 1. So 1 is the personal year of somebody that were born on 21st of December. So that is how you can calculate your personal year. So before you continue watching this video, I will advise you to make a break and calculate your personal year, because as I said earlier, this video is for those that are in their personal year 5. So make a break, calculate your personal year to see if your personal year this year is 5 or not. But if after calculation, if it's 5, you have all interest to watch this video till the end. But if it's not 5, I will not waste your data and not waste your time also. I'll just advise you to stop watching the video, because sincerely it will not benefit you unless if your personal year is 5. But before you stop watching this video, I'll advise you to click the subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever I release my next video, so you can be able to take advantage of it. So you that are watching my video now, I believe that you've calculated your personal year and you are in your personal year 5. Now let me tell you guys, those that might likely have problem or tension or a conflict in their relationship or in their marriage this year 2020, I'll tell you guys those people, I'll tell you guys what can bring problem in those one relationship or marriage, and the period that they will encounter those problems, conflict and tension in their marriage or in their relationship. The first set of those that are in their personal year 5 but might likely have problems, tensions and conflict in their relationship or in their marriage is those that were born in between February and March of the year 1978, 1987 and 1996. I repeat, the first set of those that are in their personal year 5 but might likely have tensions, problems and conflicts in their relationship or in their marriage are those that were born in between February and March of the year 1978, 1987 and 1996. The period for them to watch out, to be very careful, or the period where they might face tensions in their relationship or in their marriage is the period in between 1st of July and 13th of September. Now let me tell you guys what can bring problems, tensions and conflict in the relationship or in the marriage of those ones that I just mentioned, especially during the period from 1st of July till 13th of September 2020. You know, there are many reasons, but I'll just talk about the few ones that will bring problem or tension in those people relationship or marriage. The first reason is that during the period from 1st of July to 30th of March, most of you guys libido will be very high. Your sexual desire will be high. You may like to have sex regularly, often more than before, and that will bring problem if your partner is not capable to give you the satisfaction. Me and you know that when somebody is not satisfied sexually, that brings frustration. Is what will happen if your partner is not capable to give you guys satisfaction during that period. Many of you will feel very frustrated, and that frustration can lead to tensions and a problem or a conflict in a relationship or in the marriage. So, what you have to do during that period, especially when you start getting that feeling, is the first thing is to discuss with your partner, let him or let her know of your feeling, so that he can understand you better and do or her possible or his possible best to satisfy you during that period. But if he's not there or if he's not capable, you can also try to control that feeling, because it's something that is very controllable. You can control it, and moreover, it will not last forever. It's for 3 months, and you will not have the feeling every day. The feeling will come and go. It's not a feeling that you will get every day. And that's why I'm saying it's very easy to be controlled. You can control it easily. So either your partner gives you satisfaction or not. Try as much as possible to control it. Don't let it get over you. If not, you might be very tempted to find satisfaction outside your relationship or outside your marriage. You know what I mean? And that will bring many problems to you. You'll bring many problems. You'll cause many tensions and conflict in your relationship or in your marriage, because nobody like to share his love with another person. So just do your best. Just try, when you start getting that feeling, to discuss first with your love partner, either your husband or your wife or your fiance. Also try to control it as well. It will help you. It will help you guys avoid tensions, conflict, and a problem in your relationship or in your marriage. The second reason, or the second thing that might bring problem or tension in you guys' relationship or marriage, is that during the same period, I mean during the period from 1st of July to 13th of September, many of you would like to be a little free in the relationship. You would like to have a little space, a little freedom to do things by your own. So the problem will start if your love partner, or if your husband, or if your wife is always at your neck. If he's somebody that doesn't give you that space that you want, if he's somebody that is a little over protective, that you may not feel very comfortable in the relationship during that period. If your partner is overprotective, if your partner is always at your neck, and that can also generate some tension. It can cause frustration, which can lead to tension and conflict in your relationship. So that is what can bring also problem in your relationship or in your marriage during the period from 1st July to 30th of September. Another thing that will bring problem or tensions in you guys' relationship or marriage during the period from 1st of July to 13th of September 2020, is that during that same period, many of you will feel boring in the relationship or in the marriage. You will feel that, okay, maybe the marriage has become boring for you guys, and you may like to experiment new things in the relationship. Those are the things you have to discuss with your husband, your wife, or your fiance. The ladies might like their husband or fiance to take them to a dinner date, like the time they started dating, they started their relationship. Others might like them to take them to beach or cinema or shopping, etc. And it's the same with the men. The men also might like to take their their life partner, I mean their wife or their fiance to dinner date or partner. So those are the things you have to discuss with your love partner, your wife or your husband or your fiance. So as a woman, if the relationship has become boring for you, you can discuss it with your husband, or you can discuss it with your husband, your fiance, on how you want the relationship to be, how do you expect him to revive the relationship or your marriage, and you can make some suggestion to him so that he can follow you in that change that you want to experiment. If you can also afford it, you can take him to the dinner date you want, or to the shopping, or to the cinema you want, and don't wait for him necessary to do it for you. If you wait for him, he might not be more concerned about the change you want to experiment. So take the first step, and he might follow you in that change that you want to experiment. If not, you might be tempted to accept the proposal or the invitation of somebody else out of your marriage or your relationship, and that will not be good. Your man might not take it easy with you, and that might cause tension or problem in your relationship or in your marriage. So it's also the same for the men. If you are a man and you feel like, okay, the relationship has become boring for you, and you want to you look for another way to spice it, just discuss with your wife. Any action you want to take your wife along, so that you both can be able to enjoy the change you want to experiment. Don't let your wife aside. She might not be very comfortable with that situation, and that also might bring problem or tension in your relationship or in your marriage. So no matter what you want to experiment during that period, take your love partner along, so that he can follow you, or she or he can follow you on that path, on the part of the change you want to really experiment during that period. The second set of those that are in their personal year 5, but that might likely have problems, tensions, and conflict in their relationship or in their marriage during this year 2020, is those that were born uh, in between March and April, March and April 1970, 1979, 1988, and 1997. I mean, those that the second set of those that are in their personal year 5, but might likely have problem or tension in their relationship or in their marriage this year 2020, is those that were born in between March and April of the year 1970, 1979, 1988, and 1996. The period for them to watch out, I mean the period they might have some tensions in their relationship or in their marriage, is the period from 1st of April to 13th of June. So what are the things that can bring problem or cause tension and conflict in their relationship of those people during that period? The first thing is that during that period, uh, what I have to tell them is that they need to be very careful. They need to be focused on maintaining peace and harmony in their relationship, because that period is so sensitive for them. It's not a period where they will start flitting around. They need to make a choice in between flitting around and maintaining peace and harmony in their relationship or in their marriage. If they neglect their home, especially for those ones that are that that are married, if they neglect their home, their family, and start flitting around with friends, with girlfriends or boyfriends, they will have serious problem in their relationship or in their marriage. That period is not a period for them to start flitting around, but is a period for them to maintain peace and to maintain harmony in their home, in their relationship, or in their marriage. So they need to be they need to be very focused, especially the married one. They don't. It's not a period for them to start looking for for a side chick. No, it's not a period for them. The married one has to be very responsible during this period. Those that are married should avoid behaving as if they are still single during that period. I mean, during the period from 1st of April to 13th of June. They should give full concentration on maintaining or creating peace in their family, in their home. If not, they will face a very serious problems or tensions in their in their marriage or in their relationship for those that are still in relationship. And most of the tensions will lead them, will make them take some radical decision that they may regret later. So what they had to do during that period is to just stop or avoid flitting around and give full concentration to their home, to their family, or to their marriage. For others, there might be some situation that or some event that might come to shake the peace of the relationship or the marriage. For those that might be enjoying their marriage or might be having peace in their marriage before the period from 1st of April, might start having a little problem in their marriage or in their relationship from that 1st of April to 13th of June. There might be some situation that may come to trouble a little bit the marriage. So I advise them to quickly take the bull by the horn, and when the problem starts, you try to fix it before it generates to a very big tension during the period. But they don't need to worry about anything. It's just some situation that will come to test a little bit how strong the relationship has been. But if they are smart enough, and if if they do their possible best to fix the problem quickly, and they might not face a big challenge during that period, and they can pass the period peacefully. The test set of those that are in their personal year 5 but might likely have problem or tension in their relationship or in their marriage, or that are subjected to tension and conflict in their relationship or in their marriage, are those that were born in between February and March of the year 1981, 1983, 1990, 1992, 1999, and 2001. The period they need to be watchful is the period from 1st of July to 13th of September 2020. That period is a very sensitive period for them, where they might have problem, tension, and conflict in their relationship or in their marriage. Now, what can they do to maintain peace or to create peace in their relationship or in their marriage during that period, the first thing for them to do is to find peace within themselves first, because most of them will be very sensitive, emotional, and anxious, at the sense that the little thing will easily provoke them. So they have to find the inner peace first, so that they can be able to enjoy their relationship or their marriage. They should not allow their emotional trouble affect negatively their relationship or their marriage. So the first thing for them to do is to find their inner peace first, so that it will not create some tension and some problem in their relationship or in their marriage. Another thing they need to do to avoid tensions and problems in their relationship or in their marriage is to avoid being suspicious. Many of them will be suspicious during that period. I mean, during the period from 1st of July to 13th of September. And that might cause problem and tension in their relationship, because they might wrongly suspect their husband or their wife of what they might not be doing, and that can generate some issues in their relationship or in their marriage. So they need to avoid being suspicious during that period. Another thing they need to do during the same period, I mean during the period from 1st of July to 13th of September 2020, and what they need to do during that period to maintain peace and happiness in their relationship or in their marriage is to stop being suspicious unless they have a strong fact or reasons of being. If not, they'll just spoil their relationship or their marriage unnecessarily. Some might feel very insecure also in the relationship, and that insecurity might prevent them of not giving the best of themselves in the relationship. It might prevent them of giving 100% of themselves in the relationship, and that also might generate some tension and conflict in the marriage or in the relationship also. They have to stop being that insecurity might make many of them become overprotective in the relationship or in the marriage, and that also can lead or might lead to some tension and conflict, especially if their partners, I mean if their love partner is somebody that like to be a little independent, a little free in the relationship or marriage. Another thing that we also bring tension and conflict in the relationship or in the marriage is the sexual dissatisfaction. You know, during that period, many of them, the libido of many of them will be very high, and the sense that they may like to be having sex irregularly. So if their partner is not capable to satisfy them sexually, they might feel a little frustrated, and that frustration can also lead to conflict and tension in the relationship or in the marriage. And so when they start having the urge of having sex irregularly, the first thing for them to do is to discuss with their love partner, because the she may not know, she or he might be very busy doing other things. So they have to let their love partner know of their feeling, of what they want, and if they are not satisfied sexually, they also need to let their love partner know. So if you are in the case, you need to let your love partner know. What do I mean by love partner? This could be your husband, your wife, your fiancé, your girlfriend, or boyfriend. It depends. So why you need to let your love partner know is that first, it will help him know that he or she need to do better and to take on he or her a sexual responsibility to give you satisfaction. for peace and happiness to reign in the family or in the relationship. Secondly, if you feel like okay, she or he can't give you satisfaction, you don't have any other choice than control that feeling, that that sexual desire. You need to control it. If not, you might be very tempted to find satisfaction outside your marriage or outside your relationship, and that will also generate some tension and conflict because nobody like to share his love with outsider, with another person. So you just need to control it. Moreover, it's not something that you'll be getting. It's not a feeling that you'll be getting every day. It will come and go. It will not last more than 3 months. So it's very controllable, but it will be very difficult for those that love having sex. Yes, if you love having sex during that period, it will be very difficult for you to control it. But I beg you to not fall into the temptation of finding satisfaction outside your marriage or outside your relationship. If not, that might lead to it might lead to separation or it might divorce. So you need to control it and discuss with your love partner for peace to reign in your relationship or in your marriage. You that are in your personal year 5, but that were born in between February and March 1983, 1992, or 2001, you have to be very careful during the period from uh, 1st of July till 13th of September, especially if you be having problem and some issues in your relationship or in your marriage, because there is a risk of divorce and separation for you guys. So if you be having some kind of problem in your relationship or your marriage, I will advise you to do your possible best to settle the issue before the period from 1st of July. So if there's any fire that might have been burning in the relationship or in the marriage, I advise you guys to do your possible best to quench it. What I mean is that if there be any trouble, any tension or any conflict in the relationship before the 1st of July, just do your possible best to solve the issue for peace to reign. And if not, it will be from the 1st of July to 13th of September. It might generate a very big tensions in the relationship, and that might make you guys taking some radical decision that might cause you divorce or separation. So if there's anything that is causing problem in the relationship or in the marriage, just you guys need to do your possible best to find out what is the main cause of the problem, or what is the main cause of the tensions you are having in your relationship, and tackle it for peace to reign in the relationship, because the period from 1st of July to 13th of September is not a good period for you guys. It's coming with some tension, more tension that might lead to divorce and separation. So reason why I'm saying that you have to do your possible best to quench any fire that might be burning before then, so that you take some decision that you regret later. The last set of those that are in their personal year 5 but might have some troubles in their relationship or in their marriage due to frustration is those that were born in November, December, January, March, and April 1986 and 1995. The period for them to watch out is 1st of April to 13th of June. During that period, they will feel a little frustrated, and because during the period they may have too much responsibility to take on. The married ones will feel like okay, they are only the one that is taking the full responsibility of the whole family without the support of the husband or wife, and that responsibility might be too heavy for them to take on, and because of that they might feel a little frustration in the marriage, and that frustration can generate some tension and conflict also. So for my advice for them is to avoid taking too much responsibility upon themselves, especially when they know that they have family. I mean, when they have a husband or wife and children, they should not take other responsibilities. They should not take the responsibilities of their extended family, and, except they have the financial means. If not, they will feel so frustrated because they will have too much responsibility on their shoulder that will be very heavy for them. So that is what will cause the frustration. But if they have the financial means, they will, eh, eh, they will not feel what I'm saying because it will not cause problem for them. They can easily take on all the responsibility without getting frustrated. But the frustration will come especially when they don't have the financial means and they are the only one that that will take care of all the full responsibility. That's where the frustration will come from. But for those that are in a relationship, especially the ladies, they will feel during that period that their boyfriend is not taking care of their needs, and they will be the only one that will take care of their own need. So they will also feel a little frustrated, especially if they don't have the habit of taking care of themselves. And so if during that period we feel like okay, their boyfriend is not there to help them, to assist them taking care of their needs, so that also will generate some frustration, and that will lead them to some tension and conflict in their relationship also. So that's all I have to say concerning those that are in their personal year 5, but that might likely have some problems and tension or conflict in their relationship or in their marriage. So if you like this video, just click the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you'll be notified whenever I release a new video, because I believe that most of my video will help you improve yourself either financially, professionally, and materially. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching.